Hey everyone, it's Will, Gamer Dad, with another video for you. So this is it, the fourth and final stage of EX trials to fix the type distortion. And so, without any further ado, let's go get them. So this fight consists of all four great elementals, which we've seen in the normal stage. However, each of them now have an HP stopper at 50%, as well as Ogre Zenin also has an HP stopper at 50%. That being said, you also have to have 4 units only. However, they do give us an advantage. The boss is weak to slash, like all 5 of them. So you can really do a 2-turn slash zone setup. The bosses do not cancel zone, and so you really don't have to worry about dual setting in that sense. Not to mention, we really only have 4 units, and so not much in terms of team variation. In this case, we're using a whole free team. I mean, you can use any sort of awesome slash units at your disposal. Max Light Aldo does a ton of damage, and we can even set up the Dragon God slash Volcano Blade for increased crit damage for your whole team. And if you've already gotten Kid from the Complex Stream collab, once she gets 10 stacks of her power levels from using Katana Swing, then you can really start using the Z Steel, which boosts all of our team's power, int, and speed by 50%, and can decrease or debuff the enemy by 50% by this power, int, and speed. And so we really need a lot of speed to outspeed Sylph here. She is extremely fast, and I got one-shotted very easily. Each of the bosses start with an elemental move that's a magical attack based on their element, and so you can either have type shields if you need to, otherwise by having debuffs, or in my case I cast Coil during the 2-turn AF previously. You have more HP to absorb an attack, and we are using Mila because remember, if you do enough non-elemental hits that turn, you do get a full heal at the end of turn back. Other than that, it's all about bringing Sylph down to 50% as usual. We do have a half bar AF here, and so we can either choose to activate the half bar, or you can try to slash it down. In my case, I'm going to use the half bar because the reason why is I'm trying to really set up more debuffs on our team, and I mean on our enemy, and buffs on our team. Remember that Zed Steel's buff from Kid only lasts 1.5 turns. That is, it says 1 turn, but it lasts the turn you cast it and the turn after, so you have to do it every other turn. So we really want those powerful buffs on our team. Even though the boss is gone, we want that 50% speed buff just to make sure we outspeed the enemy at each stage. Keep in mind that each of the bosses also apply, like the first 2 waves. The first one did a power and int debuff. Sylph does a speed debuff, and so if you are outsped, you're going to run into major issues where you're just going to get slaughtered here. Now in our third wave here, note that I did cast all non-elemental attacks, or mostly non-elemental attacks. We also did already cast Z Steel. So Z Steel is a fire attack, but the rest of our moves were non-elemental, and so the non-type attack overrode the fire one, so that we got the end of turn heal by Mila. I believe that if you don't bring it down to the HP stopper for the Salamander the first round, it will start with an elemental attack right off the bat. So the key is, if you want to do high-powered DPS strategies, you bring each of the bosses in each wave down to 50% with the 1 round, such that you don't take a hit. If you can't bring them down to 50%, you are going to be taking hits, and it's going to be an issue. However, in our 4th wave, Gnome is a little bit slower than the others, and so we can easily apply Z Steel first, which again boosts our team by 50% power speed int, and debuffs him power speed int. And at this point, we already know that Heat Shot with 10 stacks from Kid, as well as a fully powered Aldo, can easily bring it down to an HP stopper. I'm sure you can optimize Graster even further, such that 1 hit brings each of the hits down 50%, in which case you can end the fight right there. This is not fully optimized, and so I needed 2 shots to bring down the boss, as you can clearly see. However, the good thing is we're already at the last wave. We have essentially full HP, and we have a full bar. So we're going to start off right away with a bar, and keep in mind that Ogre Zenin does have an HP stopper, but remember what the whole point is. We use the bar in this case to set our debuffs and buffs on ourselves, and we'll probably end at the very next turn, being that it's only got 1 HP stubborn. Now the arms do attacks as well. However, we're going to target the main body, and at 50%, the arms regenerate, which won't be a problem because, you know, we're going to just one-shot it right after that. So we're going to put as many buffs as we can on our team. Zed Steel, use, for example, Coil if you want the shield, Distortion Blade for increased from Crest to increase our sword and katana damage. We also have Dragon God's Sign for 50% reduction in physical. We can cast, you know, everything to boost our team such that we can one-shot the enemy right after that. Alright. I really do like that the bosses are weak to Slash. Slash is the most prevalent type of attack, being that obviously you have Axe, Katana, and Sword. And I feel that in terms of free units and powerful units as well, both gacha and free, Slash is among the top teams. Don't forget that by beating this particular stage, you get a specialized Grasta that allows you to set Slash strength stance automatically. So if you see me use videos in my battles where I use Fire Zone Grasta, this is going to be Slash Zone Grasta. Very, very valuable. I'm looking forward to experimenting with it such that you can do one turn Slash Zone right off the bat and just shred the enemies into pieces. So 20 turn clear or less, 4 party members, and don't die. So nice and easy, and you can see that Grasta right at the back. Now, when I say nice and easy, I only meant that in reference to stage 3. And you get another 100 stones and a gold badge. So quite a lot of rewards if you want to put the time and trouble into doing these battle simulators. I would say that certainly not for everybody, especially unless you're at the very end game where you have access to, like I said many times, Bullseye Grasta, ores, and a lot of those other high-end ores, plus tons and tons of pain Grasta to really enhance your damage. Without all full Grasta, I think you're going to have a little bit more tough trouble. Anyways, there's the loadout. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your fights. We'll see you next time.